Hey yo, what's poppin' everybody? It's your boy Fire Conversation. Back with another video. I'm sorry it's been a minute. It's probably been over a week and a half since I put a new video out. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get consistent with this. I was gonna make a video as far as the whole Rex Ryan firing decision. I didn't get that out. I was at work. Too busy working right now. But I'm just gonna give y'all the whole season in review, plus the Rex Ryan firing and all the stuff that went wrong during the season and what to look for next season. So we're gonna hope you guys enjoy. Let's jump right into it. So as far as record, Buffalo Bills, we went 7-9. Wasn't a great season for us. I think 2 years ago we had a better season with Doug Marrone, Jim Schwartz, better than we did with Rex Ryan in the past 2 years. Defense stepped up a little bit. Secondary was not good at all this year. We started off very strong. We took an L to Baltimore. As you can see from the picture, I couldn't get the whole schedule in there, so it's just a piece of the schedule. But I'll try to talk about some of the games and stuff like that. So started off the year strong. We took an L to Baltimore, which was not too bad. And then I believe we ended up going on the streak for about 4 games. And we were looking good. People were saying we might be one of the top teams. I was excited. I was happy. And then I kind of thought back to myself like, we always start off the year strong. Then during the middle, we lay off a little, and then we start taking just L after L, and it's just ruining our playoff chances. And then at the year's end, we play a couple games pretty strong, and then sometimes at the last game, we end up the year strong. Like against last year against the Jets, we beat them twice, but the last game that we played was to ruin their playoffs hopes, and we got them out of the playoffs along with us, since we were out of playoff contention. So we end up going on streak. Then after that, we turn around, we lose to Miami, which I thought we could have won the game. Jay Ajayi scorched us for 200 and something yards. We end up losing to them. Then Tom Brady comes back after we beat them without Tom Brady 16-0 at their home field. Turn around, we lose to Tom Brady. He torches us. Then a close game Thursday night against Seattle, we took an L as well, but that was a real close game, which I thought we should have won because of the whole Richard Sherman penalizing thing, all of that stuff. But yeah, so I ain't gonna get too much detail about the whole win-loss. I just wanted to give y'all a little gist of some of the games down the schedule, whatever. And then as far as the last 2 games, Miami, we lost in OT, and then the Jets, we ended up losing to 30-10. So looking forward to next season, man. We got Rex Ryan. We don't have Rex Ryan anymore. So as far as new coaches, man, I really want Jim Schwartz back for some reason. I don't know why. I don't think he was a lot of people don't say he's a great head coach, but as far as defensive coordinator, he's great defensive coordinator-wise. I think, man, because it's so tough right now. It's like, who do we go for as head coach? I want Jim Schwartz back as the defensive coordinator. I want to keep, I believe his name is Anthony Lynn, as our offensive coordinator, because he's actually been doing good as an offensive coordinator. We get Jim Schwartz back as defensive coordinator, but then we need somebody to head coach. So it's like, who do we go with? I mean, I don't want Rex Ryan. Well, he's already gone. So hopefully Doug Whaley can go out and find somebody, because Rex Ryan was not doing it. Our defense went downhill. It was horrible offensively wise. After we got rid of Greg Ramon, we actually picked up the offense. LaShawn McCoy, who played great, excellent throughout the whole season. I don't want him to end up leaving after next year because of the whole losing, and we freaking can't get into the playoffs and stuff like that. As far as wide receivers, Sammy Watkins, I don't want the same thing to happen to him, even though he says he wants to stay forever. I don't want him to get bored and stuck in the same routine of losing, and you get tired of losing and you end up wanting to leave. You see what happened to Marshawn Lynch. He got tired of losing. He left it and went to the Seahawks and got a ring. And it happens with a lot of our players. They end up leaving us and they turn to great players, especially like last year. We just got rid of Chris Hogan as far as receivers, which I believe we should never got rid of. And he ended up going to the Patriots, where I said he was going to go before he became a free agent. I knew he was going to the Patriots because he was a great route runner. He had good hands, and he was fast. I knew he was going to the Patriots because of the fact that Wes Welker made it great there, and he was the same type of player as Chris Hogan, Julian Newman. I'm an idiot. Julian Edelman. He's the same type of player as Chris Hogan and Danny Amendola, they're all players that play alike. And Patriots like the timing route, quick cuts. They fool you with a lot of different schemes, and I knew he was going to end up going there. So we still got Robert Woods, who I believe is playing great as well. Marquise Goodwin stepped up big this year, which I like to see. Even though last year and in years past he's been bothered with injuries and stuff like that. So as far as receivers, we might have to pick up, something good. Percy Harvin, I haven't been watching the Bills games ever since they ended up been losing. So I think it was the last game I watched. I didn't even watch the Steelers game. So I don't know as far as Percy Harvin, how did he get injured or whatever happened to him. So we got him too. So as far as receiver core, we might need to pick up somebody. But quarterback, man, this is a tough one for me because I like Tyrod Taylor, but then again, I don't. As far as the situation goes, Tyrod, he has great running, great legs. He can move the pocket. He's able to beat defenders and make defenders miss and juke them and all that stuff. But throwing-wise, Tyrod Taylor does have a deep ball. I give him that. I give him credit for the deep ball. As far as accuracy, it's a little off sometimes. He's been missing a couple wide open receivers for touchdowns. Those cut them, 10 and ins, 10 and outs. He's been missing a couple of them. A little far, too short. The thing I like about Tyrod too as well is the fact that he doesn't really throw that much interceptions, but sometimes you have to risk it. You have to risk it. If we're in a tight situation, you can't just play, conservative all the time, just dinking and dunking. You have to play, you have to give it your all if you want to win the game. So as far as quarterbacks, we might have to because EJ Manuel looks like he's not doing it. I seen a little bit Cordell Patterson at the last game of the season. He actually drove us down the field to score a touchdown. So I think we should just keep him just to see how it goes for him. But we might need somebody just to fill that blanket, just to fill it, because EJ Manuel coming in is not going to do it. Cordell might be able to do it, but he didn't play as much this year. He only played the last game of the season. He drove us down for a touchdown, but he's still kind of like a rookie. And we might just need some extra cushion just in case either Tyrod goes down or Tyrod is not doing well. We have to pull him out, and we need somebody to come in and get the job done if needs be. So as far as QB situation, we might have to start looking for somebody either for the free agent or we go for the draft and pick up somebody there. That's all my take on the QB situation. It's not the fact that I don't like Tyrod. I do like him. It's wishy-washy with me. Some games I was like, man, this dude is not doing what he's supposed to do, and in some games he's exceptional. So that's me. Now, running backs, no, we don't need no running backs. Mike Gillislee and LaShawn McCoy, phenomenal. Them dudes, the only thing we have on the team as far as doing good right now. So keep them dudes, let them do their thing, and that's it. Now, moving on to offensive line, I think we do need to pick up some pieces for the offensive line. Richie Incognito, Cordy Glenn, Eric Wood, them guys are playing phenomenal. Chantrell Henderson is pretty good as far as blocking, but we might need a couple more pieces because For Tyrod Taylor to keep on running and moving the pocket, that's not ideal. And he's getting sacked a lot. He got, pretty much sacked this year a lot. So we might need somebody to get in there. We need somebody off, on the offensive line to, keep blocks and stuff like that. So we might have to just pick up somebody for the free agent or the draft. But let's move on to this defense. Defensive line: Jerry Hughes, Marcel Darius, Kyle Williams, Lorenzo Alexander, who he's been playing phenomenal as well. About the only thing on defense as well. Man, the defensive line, I know they can play well. I know they can play great. I know we can have one of the best defensive lines in the league. It's just we need somebody to make the defense step up. As far as secondary, we played horrible. That linebacking core, dumb dudes are beasts. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Preston Brown, Zach Brown, I want to say Shaq Lawson, who was in there as well, and it was somebody else, I believe. Sorry. And when I'm talking, I always forget some stuff. I need to write my stuff down. But definitely, linebacker core is solid. We can keep those guys. Those guys played well this year. Now, as far as secondary, Stephon Gilmore, he started stepping up just a little bit. Still wasn't really doing much. He got a couple interceptions, which I like to see. Ronald Darby, man, I don't know what happened to you. Rookie season, you were doing great. You started off the year phenomenal in the rookie season. Then you started just dipping down a little bit. You led the league as far as batted down passes. You started slowing down just a little bit towards the end. This year, I don't know what happened to you. It's just like everything went right out the window. You were getting beat. Every time the ball was thrown, it was interception. You dropped it. Stuff like that. So hopefully you step up, because we need you. Free safety, strong safety. You see strong safety. Aaron Williams went down with an injury. I believe he's solid. Only problem with him, he stays injured. That's the only problem I'm having with him. Just stay injured. And it's always like an injury that's always heartbreaking, and he always goes down, and he won't be, there for the rest of the season. Free safety, Corey Graham, man, I don't know. I think as far as draft, I think we might have to go free safety. I don't know, though. Who knows? Because Corey Graham, he's getting a little bit older. I don't know. It's either cornerback-wise for me or it's free safety-wise for me. I don't know. If not, we might have to fill that void of a quarterback. Who knows? As far as NFL draft right now, it's like we need so many pieces. I don't know who to go with. Running back wise, defensive line wise, and middle backer wise, those are good. Those are fine with me. But NFL, everything else, it's like, who do we go? We can go free safety, cornerback, quarterback, offensive line. I don't know. And we need somebody to, as far as head coach, to step it up. And we need somebody to come in and get our boys riled up and finally be able to play how we can play, which I know we can. We got too much talent not to be dropping the ball like this every season and not getting into the playoffs. Too much talent. So, looking forward to next season. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope the Bills do step up next season, because I'm tired of this 8-8, 7-9. Every year. I want to win this season. I want to be able to make it to the playoffs. I want to be able to compete. I want to be able to win a championship. Something like that. I've been a Bills fan for all my life. I've never seen any of my teams get a ring. The only team that I seen get a ring back in 2003 was Syracuse. And I'm just being truthful with you. I like the Warriors. I'm mad that they didn't get a ring last year, but that's not my favorite team. I just like them because of Stephen Curry. The Knicks, come on. But yeah, Bills, step it up next year. I hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe to your boy Fire Conversation. Peace. Deuces. I'm out.